Hello students, today we will start chapter 15, that is light. And I thought I won't go in a conventional method. I thought of first applying the concept of light and then we will go to the chapter. So in order to understand light, we need some instruments. See, I have different types of mirrors and lens. See, if you see, this is a plain mirror. Now, in the mirror, you can see the image of my mobile phone that is in a tripod. Can you see it? Now, this is a plain mirror, and if I look into the mirror, I can see my image. That means the thing which is in front of the mirror is the object. In this case, I am the object, and whatever you can see in the mirror, that is the image. Means whatever I can see inside the mirror is the image, my image, the image of the object. So one thing is clear from this fact that when you see or look into the mirror, when you keep something in front of the mirror, the mobile phone and the tripod are the objects and the image, and whatever you can see here is the image of that mobile phone. So I hope that from this experiment the concept of object and image is clear. Now I have two more types of mirrors. Now these are a type of circular mirror, and in these two mirror, I hope in one of the mirror you can see the image of the tripod, and in the another mirror the difference between these two, can you see the difference between these two images? These are called circular mirrors. This mirror is the concave mirror and this mirror is the convex mirror. Now what is the difference between these two mirrors is, like I hope you all have bikes or car at your home, and you will see in the rear view mirror that is written that objects behind the mirror are closer than they appear. Now what does that mean? See, if you see this mirror, if I see my face, when I see my face, then my face is looking away. Now, in order to understand this concept, let's show you a simple experiment. See students, this is a chalk and this is a mirror. Now, if I keep the chalk in front of the mirror, can you see the image of the chalk? And if you see, the image is similar in size. Is it higher or is it taller or shorter than the object? No. Even you will see the distance between the chalk and the mirror, that is the object and the mirror, and the distance between the mirror and the image is equivalent. Moreover, do you see the color? The color of the object is similar to the color of the image. So by this simple experiment, you can understand that in case of a plain mirror, it is not a spherical mirror, it is a plain mirror which is found at your home, the height of the object is similar to the height of the image. The distance between the object and the mirror is equivalent to the distance between the mirror and the image. And the color of the image is equivalent or same to the color of the object. Now, in place of this mirror, if I keep a convex mirror, can you see it? Now, when I am keeping a convex mirror, then you will see the height of the object and the height of the image is not similar. Is it so? The image is shorter than the object. See, if I bring it closer or if I move away, the size decreases. Yes or no? So, and moreover, the distance between the object and the mirror and the distance between the mirror and the image is also not same, but the color and the texture and everything, the color of that object is similar to the color of the image. Now if I place a concave mirror in front of the chalk, then the image is magnified. Can you see the image of the chalk? It is magnified, and it seems that image is very close to the image distance, or the distance between the image and the mirror is less in comparison with the distance between the object and the mirror. So in this case we can see, in case of concave mirror, the object is magnified. Can you see? It is magnified, and the distance between the object and the mirror and the distance between the mirror and the image is also not same, but the color of the object is same. Now the images which we get inside the mirror, that is the images which cannot be cast on the screen, are known as virtual images. And the images which can be cast over a screen are known as real images. Now real images, have you seen the projector or smart board? They are the example of the images which you see. Those are the example of real images. And the image of the chalk which you can see inside the mirror is the example of virtual image. Now I have moved to instruments which are used to study the light, the phenomena of light. Now do you know that you all are wearing specs? And some of you may have minus power, some of you may have plus power. See, some of you cannot see the distant object clearly, some of you cannot see the nearer object clearly. So we use different lenses. These type of glasses are known as lens. Now there are two type of lens. One is convex lens, another one is concave lens. Now if you see a convex lens, see the middle section, the center of the lens is bulging, and when you're going away from the center, it is tapering. You see, this type of lenses are known as convex lens, and it is also used as magnifying glass. Okay, see, even the watch, see the watch, can you see the magnified image? These type of lenses are also used in magnifying glasses. And those who cannot see nearer object clearly, for them also this type of lenses are used. Now there is another type of lens. This is called concave lens. You will see the center of the lens is tapering and the edges are bulging. If you see it properly, then you can see that center of the lens is tapered, and the edges are bulging. Now if you see the image of the same watch, then you can see a diminished image. Can you see? Let's compare. Convex lens, magnified. Concave lens, can you see the difference? Diminished. So those who are having minus power, they have the lens which is present in their specs is concave lens. As I am also having minus 3 power, so my lens is also concave lens. Those who cannot see the distant object clearly, for them concave lens are used. And the person who cannot see nearer object clearly, for them this convex lens are used. Now the formation of images, that you will study in details, but let me show you a simple thing. Like suppose this is a ray of light. I have used a torch. Now you see, can you see? Now by this, can you see the image of the, can you see the image of the light? Now is it clear? Now when I am bringing it close, Can you see the image? See? Can you see the image of the light? See, this type of image which can be bought over a screen, you see, I can consider the bench as a screen. Now the image of the light can be put over this screen. So this type of image is known as real image. So now I think you got the difference between the real and the virtual image. The image which you can see on a mirror, or when you see a mirror, the image what you get, that is a virtual image. And now you see the image of this light, it can be cast over a screen, so it's a real image. Now let's do this. See, now let's do the same experiment using concave lens. See, can you see any proper image? As if the light is getting diverted. Can you see it? So, in this case, when I am taking convex lens, the light is converging over a point. You see? It is converging over on a point. So, convex lenses are also known as converging lenses. See? As if the light is getting focused over a particular point. Can you see? Now you have got sharp image. Now, in the place of convex mirror lens, if I use a concave lens, see, as if the light is getting diverged. So, this type of lens is also called diverging lenses. Students, we will know about the formation of the images in case of plane mirror, in case of concave mirror, convex mirror, and in case of lenses. In this video, we have seen the application, how it actually works. In the next video, we will go to the chapter and we will have a thorough discussion over it. So, hope you have understood. Till then, bye-bye.